Hello, creative mind. Welcome to Star by Marvel Greg. And in today's project, I'll be sharing with you how to make this beautiful boo top that you see here. You can use any fabric of your choice to make it if you have about 2 yards, depending on your size. Let's get right into it. So I'll be using this crop fabric here. I have about two and about 2.5 yards right for this, so but 2 yards will definitely go well for this top depending on how wide you want it to be. So just go ahead and make use of a light fabric, a light crepe fabric. So I have 2 yards here, and what I'm going to do is to divide it by two and cut it out. So here I have 1 yard. 1 yard is going to be for the front and 1 yard is going to be for the back. So next, after folding it into two, we are going to start with our neckline of 3 inches. I'll be marking 3 by 3 inches, right? So this 3 by 3 inches is totally depends on you. So if you don't want to have any pleat at the neckline, you can see the first dress you saw, you can see that it's kind of full at the neckline because they did a little bit of pleat. So if you don't want it pleats, you can just go ahead and make use of 3 by 3 inches. But for me, I'll be extending the upper part, the wideness, by another 3 inches because I want to have a little pleat at the neckline. So I'll connect this new 3 inches to the other points, just like you see me do here. So you can do without this if you don't want to have a pleat at the neckline, right? But for me, I want to have a little bit of pleat to get a fuller outcome. So I'm going to be using the rest of what I have for my shoulder. I'm not going to be cutting anything out from there, right? I'm just going to be leaving it because I'm also going to be folding for my elastic. So for the wideness of my sleeve, I'll be going by 12 inches, right? 12 inches because I'll be using about half an inch to fold the downside and the upper part. So I'll be left with about 11 inches. So pardon my markings, right? It's not so clear, but I'll try as much as I can to explain everything in detail slowly so you can understand. So we've marked our sleeve wideness, right? So the next step now is to determine the length of your top. So for me, I want to have it at 25 inches for the length, but I'll need to add extra 2 inches allowance because of the elastic band will be fixing on the waist area. I'm going to be using a 1 inch elastic band for the waist area. So I'm going to be now marking 27 inches for the length of my top. So I extend that 27 inches and I'll now mark my round hip measurements plus 1 inch. So the round hip measurement I'm working with is 11 inches plus 1 inches is 12 inches. So that is going to be the wideness of the down part. So next, I'm going to now connect my sleeve point to the top length, just like this. Just the way you connect your normal boo dress, right? It's not so difficult. I'll use the scissors to just cut out this so you can understand what I'm saying. So this part I'm cutting out now is the wideness of the length of my top. So now I'm going to now connect it all the way to my 12 inches sleeve that I marked like so. So that's basically it for this top, right? It's not so difficult. So now I'm going to be cutting out the neckline. Remember, this is the front piece we are cutting. So if you don't want to have any gathers there, you can decide to cut the front and back the same thing, right? You don't need to cut out 1 yard and the other yard. Don't separate your 2 yards fabric. So now this is for my front piece. For my back piece, what I'm going to do is to place my front piece that I've cut out and my back piece together to trace out everything. So for the neckline, I'll be going down by 1.5 inches for the back neckline, unlike the front that I did 3 inches, right? But I'm also going to be maintaining the wideness of my neckline because I'm also going to be pleating the back as well to just give it that little bit of fullness. Then for the back, I'm going to be having an opening for the back of about 8 inches. This is just to ensure that it passes through my neckline, right? Since I'm not going to be using any zipper for this. So I'm going to be extending it. I'm going to be having an opening at the back of this dress of about 8 inches. So you can decide to use any inches of your choice, 6 inches, 7 inches, totally depends on you. You can even go low as 10 or even 11 inches. But from me, I'll be doing just 8 inches. So I'll just slash that side open. I'll just turn the fabric and slash it open to that inch, 8 inches. I'll be using the fabric to turn out that part much later when we begin stitching. So that's basically it. So I'm going to now trace out the rest of the back piece using the front piece, right? So I've just traced out, I'll cut out the downside and I'll trace it out all the way to my sleeve opening, just like so. So voila, you have yourself a beautiful top. So next we're going to begin sewing, and the first thing I'm going to do is to join the shoulders of both the front and the back of this dress. And after joining the shoulder, I will go ahead and make some pleats around my neckline area, right? I'll make visible pleats around my neckline area and I'll come back to show you. But before I do the pleats, I'm going to join the shoulders of this dress first. I'll join the two shoulders and I'll make pleats round my neckline. So this is what we have by the time I was done. You can see the pleats that I made. I just did visible pleats round. I'm going to be opening this so you can see much later. So you can see what we have. I've pleated it to my preference. So next I'm going to turn out this opening at the back. I'm going to be using the fabric as I'll cut it in a bias form and I'll use it to turn it out neatly. So I'll just open it up so you can see the gather effect around the neckline. Right, this is just going to give it a fuller effect. You can see how it's looking around the neck area. So after doing that, after turning the back opening with my bias, I'm also going to be closing my sleeve as well. So for my sleeve, I'm going to be using that half yard elastic. So I'll just close it about a little. I'll just close it a little. So this is what we have so far for the dress. So I've gone ahead to close up for my elastic at the sleeve part and I'm just going to measure my waist. So my round waist is about 8.5 inches. Right, it's about 8 inches. So you cut out like -3 inches or just 1 inch. So I'll just use my elastic to just measure out and cut out what I need. I don't want it too tight at the wrist, so I'm just going to cut out about 7 inches. So I'll cut this in two places because I'm going to be passing it through both sleeves. So now we have our sleeve ready. That's our wrist, and I've also turned out my neckline for the back. You can see how neat it is. Next, I'm going to go ahead and close the sides of this top. I'll close the sides of the top and I'll close the other side as well before I fold in the hemline. So I'm done folding the top. This is what we have. So the next I'll just fold in the hemline. I'm working with a waistline of 34 inches. So what I'm going to do is to take out about 6 or 7 inches and I'm going to be marking 28 inches for my elastic. I'm going to be marking 28 inches because I'll use half inches to fold. So I'll have about 27 inches by the time I'm joining the elastic together. So I'll fold it in and I'll insert my elastic and come back to show you the next step. So this is what we have by the time we're done. Our top is almost ready. Next, we're going to be cutting out the band for the neckline. So by the time I was done cutting, I had some pieces of fabric that I'm going to join together for the neckline, the belt that we're going to be attaching to the neckline, right? So I'll measure around what I have. I'll measure around what I have on my neckline because I'm going to be dividing it by 2 to get the midpoint on my belt. So just measure around what you have. So this is my belt. I joined it. I've made it in two places, right? And I have the length is about 59 inches. You can do more if you have fabric. Next, I'll fold it into two. Then from the midpoint, I'll measure what I have. Remember, I've measured my neckline. So for instance, I have 20 inches for my neckline. I'll divide it by 2 and mark 10 inches because my band is on fold. So by the time I open it, I'll have my 20 inches. So I'll mark it like so. I will ensure that the mark is visible. Then I'll notch the midpoint. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and close up the other side. I'll fold it, close it up from the wrong side. I'll close it up from the end to where my marking is, where my blue chalk is showing, and I'll leave that side open for my neckline. So I've gone ahead to fold the other part. So here I had about 3 inches. Well, I advise you do your band to be 2 inches or 2.5 inches, right? 2 inches or 2.5 inches works fine also. This is my own preference. So you can see my opening now is going to now fit into my neckline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fix my neckline inside and top stitch on it neatly. So this was what it looks like by the time I was done. You can see how it's looking. I top stitch on it. This is the back and our top is ready, right? It's very easy. It's not so difficult. The bubble top is very nice. You can style it however you want, with a straight pants or even with a silk skirt. So this is what I have. This is what mine look like. You can see how beautiful it's looking. I hope you learned something creative and you'll be trying it out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Bye.